Hi, I'm Christina with the City of Lakeland Communications Office, and today I am getting out of my air-conditioned comfort zone. I am at the nursery. The City of Lakeland has a nursery. Did you know that? All the beautiful plants you see around Lakeland, they start off right here as seeds and become those beautiful plants that you see. I'm excited to see what my day holds. So, I know where we are, but tell everybody else, where are we?
We are at the City of Lakeland Nursery.
And I had no idea this was even out here. It's huge.
Yeah, we have 8 acres. We do annuals, we do shrubs, we do trees. We have a palm garden. We have 2 greenhouses. One of them is a tropical greenhouse. The other one is where we do all of our seedlings and all of our cuttings to grow our plants.
So everything I see in medians comes from here? City operated?
Some of it. We try to grow stuff that we actually plant into the landscape, or we'll grow stuff that we can give away to different events that we have. So we donate it, give it to a church or school or stuff like that, because it's so cheap and so easy to do. It's better than buying it. We can do it cents on the dollar instead of buying it for $10. We could do it for $2.
And so y'all are some of the reasons why Lakeland is so beautiful when we're all driving around.
Well, thank you.
So, what are you going to have me do today?
So right now we are just going to step up some jatropha's. Right now they are in a 1-gallon pot, and we are going to step them up into a 3-gallon pot.
Okay.
So basically we would grab our 3-gallon pot. Make sure you want to get the weed and stuff out of there so it's not growing into a new pot. Fill it up about a quarter, halfway of dirt. Put that in there.
And does this whole part have to be done?
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, normally these started off in a 6-inch in the greenhouse. We had them in there for, I would say, 4 to 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we take them outside, let them sit out there for a couple weeks to kind of harden off a little bit, and then we slowly step them up.
What's the biggest these will get stepped up to?
This is the biggest they're going to be.
Okay.
Hopefully, if we don't donate them to somebody, they are going to be planted into the landscape.
This may be one of the first times I actually got dirty doing one of these.
Who gets to say that they get to play in dirt all day?
Nobody.
And enjoy
and get
it.
paid
Yeah,
for it.
Exactly.
Ooh, it makes you appreciate the things you take for granted, like why Lakeland is so pretty.
Yeah.
It's easy to think about your lights and your water, but you don't think about.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people actually realize how much behind the scenes work goes into growing the plants that we grow.
And that is why we were out here, because we want people to know what it takes.
We also do a lot of volunteer work, and that's how I started. I volunteered through high school to get community service hours.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I graduated, I had around 1,600 hours just out of here.
Holy cow. 1,600 hours? That's a lot of volunteering.
Yeah,
We should have hired you.
We actually have another guy, his name is Zach. He works on the annual route. He came out here and did some volunteering and ended up loving it too. And so we hired him. He applied and we hired him, and he's been here basically right out of high school.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So once you come out here, you tend to like it and don't want
Yes.
to leave.
Yep.
All right, let me finish my one little plant and we'll move on. Uh-oh, I might need a new job. I could like this.
Yeah, it's nice out here.
The other side of this cup here. We watch the cups once the plants come back.
You said this is 8 acres out here?
Yes.
Man, this is so cool.
We just planted Lake Collinsworth, and that was about 900 plants. That's why that's just that was how many? I don't know how many beds are. It's the roundabout, so there's different beds there. So yeah, it was all in count. It was like 900.
Oh my!
So it was fun pulling them out, cleaning pulling all the weeds, and then filling them out with good soil, and then come back and have to plant 900 plants. The other two guys, Zach and Tim, are the ones who planted them.
That's got to be such a cool feeling though when it's done and just stand back and go, this is what we did.
One of my favorite things of working here is planning out an annual bed and what we're gonna put in there. So I love to color coordinate. I like to do tall in the back, short up front, so you get 2 different kind of plants with 2 different kind of colors. I like planning out what's gonna go in each bed and the area. So if it's Christmas, we're gonna do whites, reds, greens.
That is
stuff
so
like
cool.
that.
Oh my gosh. You don't think about it. Again, you drive by, you see it. What and all goes into this stuff?
The winter time is when you're gonna have your pretty, flowery, colorful plants. The winter is the best time for us to grow plants because there's so many different varieties, so many different colors you can use. In the summertime, you're very limited because it's so hot that not everything survives. So our best time is in the winter.
So these are all pepper plants, bell pepper.
We'll just put them wherever. We can start here.
So you're just seeing how they do right here?
Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Or if a volunteer decides they want a snack, they can come over here and
Grab a bell pepper.
And by the end of the day, with the plants, the most dirtiest part is going to be your knees.
And that is, see, what do I know about plants? You get the workout out here.
up
Boy.
and down, up and down.
Let me ask one question. Is there like a proper way to get
So-
these out?
The best way to do it is tip it over.
Mm-hmm. Haha.
Perfect. Yep.
Thank you.
I don't think she expected to work out.
I wanted to work. Yes, that's the whole point. After this, you'll at least have one person that appreciates what you do. Okay, maybe let's not show my husband this. You want flowers at the house? You know how to do it.
So all the jatropha's that we were potting up over there
Mm-hmm.
came from downtown. We just did some cuttings. So every single
Really?
one, besides the soil that we used and the fertilizer, it's basically
Free plants.
not even $1 that we spent on making all of those.
So you guys do those big buckets that are downtown?
The pots?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. There's roughly about 80 annual beds.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Collinsworth, the roundabout's the biggest one. It's about 900. The smallest is probably 60-ish.
I didn't even think about that when you were saying like why you have so many extras.
Mhm.
People jumping curbs. And
Oh, yes, constantly, especially
probably
around
constant.
Collinsworth. They're
Oh, I'm
always running through. They're always running through it. So we try to have extra to replace what gets messed up. We have extra for the vents that we had. It's just a backup, basically. Also, when we do seeds, a lot of our stuff comes from seeds. So if there's only a 83% germination rate, then we have to try to germinate all the seeds because not all of them are going to germinate. If there's 1,000 seeds, you'll probably have a little over 900 that's actually going to make it.
Oh, okay.
Watch the mud here.
Haha, look at these knees.
So the last thing we'll do is our seedlings.
Okay, so this is where it happens.
This is where we do we line up all of our seedlings in these trays. We have parent plants of the coleus that we have, so we don't buy any coleus throughout the year. We have all these parent plants, we do all the cuttings, and then after quite a few months, we will get rid of these, whether we plant them or donate them, and we will grab 1 4-inch and keep potting it up until we get to a 3-gallon, and that's going to be our new parent plant. So we don't buy any coleus. And until we get a freeze, that's why we keep them in here. Until we get a first freeze, they will last all summer, all winter. So we have to keep them grown in here so they last all winter, so we'll have again for next year.
Okay. Huh. I'm in shock. Like, I know to you it's probably like, oh, another plant, no.
No, it's crazy how much money we can save just by doing our own stuff.
Huh. I am so impressed.
Oh, looks like they're all going to be planted on this side because I've already done this side.
All right, Jamie.
I don't know if you can see on here, but we get them by the 1,000 seeds, and like you were saying earlier, it has a 92% germination.
What?
So if some fail,
You're okay.
we're okay. We're covered.
1,000 seeds come in this?
They're tiny. So this is a germination mix. And you sprinkle it over top. You let it sit for, some plants can take 4 to 5 days, and then some plants will take weeks. It just depends.
So basically what we do is take a couple little handfuls of seedlings.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you don't rip the roots. Poke a little hole. Take the seedling.
And that's it? And that's gonna make...
This is Angelonia. So they're gonna, I believe they're purple. They're gonna be probably about a foot tall, and have little purple balloons all over them.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, they're a lot of work. They're like children. That's a lot of responsibility. I don't know. I've kept my kid alive for 8 years. This is sounding kind of similar. So I've never thought about it. So like this little guy right here really could live on for years because the plants that come from him. Like I think we can keep going with this forever. Yes, because this is so, it's really neat. Like I want you guys to know, like I really mean that. It is so cool to me to get to see what goes on. There's so many different city employees and city jobs, and you know, that's why we do this, to show off what you guys do. So I think it's really cool that y'all wanted to participate.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
It's pretty neat because in doing this, hopefully we'll get more volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're always trying to get more volunteers.
If people want to volunteer, who do they reach out to?
You can reach out to me. I either by email or by phone, or a lot of times they'll call Kim Wansley.
I know. You guys are going to be famous soon. Going to be pounding at your door to volunteer.
Uh-oh.